Silence isn't just absence. It's a message, a sharp, calculated decision that speaks louder than any angry words or emotional outbursts ever could. When a woman has hurt you, cut you deep with her betrayal, her lies, her disrespect, her coldness, sometimes the most powerful move isn't to confront her, chase her, or even explain yourself. It's silence. Because silence is what fills the space where your energy, your attention, your presence used to live. And when that's gone, she'll feel it. At first, she may act like she doesn't. Like it's nothing. Like your absence doesn't bother her. She may even try to flip the narrative, telling herself you're just being dramatic or cold. But give it time. Silence is a seed, and as it settles in, it starts to grow inside her. A woman who once had your love, your time, your attention, and your loyalty knows what it feels like to be seen, to be chosen. When you pull that back, not in bitterness, not in rage, but in calm, quiet distance, it creates a void. And that void starts asking her questions she didn't prepare for. Why did he stop calling? Why didn't he fight for me? Does he even care? And that's the thing. Silence creates mystery, and mystery creates power. She may not admit it, but she starts checking your stories. She rewatches old messages. She replays memories like they're scenes from a movie she's now shut out from. You haven't said a word, but your absence is now the loudest voice in her life. Because when a man who once gave her everything chooses to give her nothing, it forces her to confront herself in ways she never had to before. You see, women often expect you to react when they hurt you. They expect yelling, anger, pleading. They expect tears or revenge or some kind of explosion that proves they still matter. But when you give them none of that, when your silence replaces every emotion, it shakes them. Because now they're not the center anymore. They're not in control. And that lack of control eats away at them. Silence is how you punish a woman who hurt you not out of cruelty, but out of clarity. Because silence means you're done explaining, done justifying, done negotiating your worth with someone who couldn't see it when she had the chance. It means you've decided that peace matters more than being understood. That healing means closing the door quietly and locking it, not banging on it for closure. When a woman hurts you, your instinct might be to fix things, to talk it out, to try and make her understand how deeply she wounded you. But that gives her access. It gives her space to spin the narrative, to defend herself, to twist it in ways that suit her comfort. Silence removes that privilege. It denies her the stage. It forces her to sit with the weight of what she did, without your voice softening the blow. And yes, she might act unbothered. She might post pictures, laugh in stories, flirt online. But deep down, she's watching, wondering, waiting, because silence doesn't go unnoticed. Not from someone who once meant everything. And the longer you stay silent, the louder it gets. Eventually, that silence becomes a mirror. She starts seeing the things she didn't see before. The way she took you for granted. The time she dismissed your effort. The careless words she thought you'd always forgive. And it's not that you're trying to break her. It's that you're choosing not to let her break you anymore. Silence is protection. Silence is self-respect. It says, I refuse to argue for my place in your life. It says, if you can live without me, I won't convince you otherwise. And that confidence, that detachment, that's what shakes her at her core. Because most men react. Most men chase. Most men try to fix it. But a man who goes silent? That's rare. That's dangerous. That's unforgettable. She may try to reach out eventually. A like, a random message, a memory shared. Don't be surprised if she circles back when she starts to feel the weight of your silence. But remember, silence only works as long as you mean it. It's not a game. It's not a tactic to win her back. It's a boundary, a wall you built not to punish her, but to protect the parts of you she didn't value. And if she does reach out, ask yourself, not do I miss her, but does she deserve access to me again? Because silence gave you power. It gave you clarity. It reminded you of your worth. Don't trade that for a temporary feeling. The truth is, silence is a teacher. It teaches you who notices your absence, who respects your distance, who truly values your energy. And more importantly, it teaches you how to be okay without the very people you thought you couldn't live without. When a woman hurts you and you choose silence, you're choosing growth. You're choosing healing. You're choosing to break the cycle of needing someone who couldn't care enough not to hurt you in the first place. It's not easy. The silence will be heavy at times. You want to speak, to vent, to scream. But let that urge pass. Because every time you break your silence for someone who didn't fight for you, you hand them power they didn't earn. Stay silent not to hurt her, but to heal you. Let your absence speak the words your mouth doesn't need to. Let your peace unsettle the storm she expected to see. Because when all is said and done, the loudest message you'll ever send is the one you never have to say. The woman who hurt you might never admit it, but she will feel it. She'll hear your silence in the moments when she's alone, when her phone doesn't light up with your name, when the places you used to be are now just memories. And in those quiet moments, she'll finally understand. Your silence wasn't a punishment. It was the sound of your worth. If she truly cared, she'll come back changed. If she didn't, she'll let the silence continue. Either way, you win. Because you chose you. You chose not to explain your value to someone who couldn't see it when it mattered. You chose to walk away not with bitterness, but with dignity. And in a world full of noise, a man who knows when to be silent is the one who commands the most respect. Let her feel it. Let her wonder. Let her replay it in her head. Because sometimes the only way to show someone they've lost you is to say absolutely nothing at all.